here we are in 2019. Now you have to hold your hood up with a pole. What's up, guys? It's Jimbo50 here. If you haven't met Scarlett already, this is my 2016 Mustang GT Premium. It's got the Recaro racing seat package in it. Really cool car, a lot of fun. I absolutely love it. Really nothing I really hate about it. There are a few things, however, that I dislike some of Ford's decisions here. And to me, it's just like cutting corners. The fact that they sell this car requiring you to still use a pole to hold this hood up. And I think it's such a cheap shortcut that Ford did on their part. Where's the quality in this car? It's a $50,000 car, brand new, and there's nothing to even hold the hood up. And it's just little minor things like that. Overall, the car is a 10 out of 10. Driving capabilities, everything about it is awesome. When it comes to small things like this, just cutting corners, in my opinion, it's just a bad move on their end. And you know, you may say it's a sportier or musclier feeling. It's really not. I mean, we'll take a look, for example, the 69 Oldsmobile 442 convertible right here. This is a perfect example. This hood's got away at least 3 times, maybe even 4 of what the Mustang is. And it's held up by springs, all by itself, springs. There's no pulls, there's no rods, no supports or anything, okay? And you see this again in the Bird. 79 Trans Am. This has got away double the weight of my Mustang, the hood. Spring, plain and simple. Done. And even the 86 Camaro has pistons holding the hood up. It's the little things that really just irritate me like this, you know? Regardless, we have something that's going to fix this problem. This is our solution, the MMD, Modular Marshall Design. They make a kit, really simple to use. It's just bolt on. It uses the existing holes that we already have in the hood, so there's no drilling. So it's really cool. All you guys are gonna need for this is a 10mm socket, a 13mm socket, a ratchet, and a flat-headed screwdriver. We're going to remove this nut here. This is on the fender all the way back, and that is the 10mm. Okay, we're also going to take the 13mm and remove this hood nut here, the front one. There are 2 here, so we're gonna move the forwardmost one. Okay. And then we're going to loosen the one in the rear. Not take this one out, but loosen it. Just enough. And you'll see the hood begins to sag. That's okay, we want a little room to play with right here. You don't want to take that all the way off. All right. Next, you want to take your strut mount brackets. These are the small brackets that come in the kit. Where this is going to sit is right here on the fender. And you're going to want to line up this hole with that one there. And you're going to want the ball here facing forward. So we're going to replace this screw. The 10mm goes back in. Get that nice and snug. Don't want to over tighten that one. After that, you want to go ahead and get your brackets. Now, same thing with this. It belongs to either side. So on this one, this is on the passenger side, by the way, we're working on. This notch is going to slide through the bolt we loosened up, and this one's going to slide through the hole, and then this nub is going to stick out going to the left if you're facing the car. So I got to loosen that up a little bit more. It's not, maybe a little more. You pretty much got to take that almost all the way off. All right, now once it slides in there, that bolt to go through. There we go, nice and snug like that. And now, okay, so now what's that? That's the blinker. All right, so our blinker is in the way. They did not tell me that. Okay, so does the blinker have to? Yeah, blinker's gotta go. Wow, that's a flaw. They didn't say anything about that. This is kind of getting in the way here. That's okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna pop that out, move it to the side for now, and we're gonna replace it later. Okay, so we got that in. Screw this on here. Tighten her up. Get the rear. Make sure these are nice and snug. Don't want to over torque them there. All right, so once you got this out of the way and this tightened up, you're gonna grab your piston. Now there's a little pin here, and without loosening this, you will not get these on. So you want to just flick this to the side like that, and then the pin just slides out. Do not lose that pin. You will need that. All right, so we're gonna put the bottom one in. Just like that, goes in nice and easy. You want to slide the pin back in the hole and lock it around the piston like that. They will not fall off now. All right, and same thing with the top one. Slide it into place. And now place the pin. And the hole. Okay, we dropped the pin. Of course. Where the hell did that go? God damn it. Well, shit. Get in there. Come on, Ford. This is all Ford's fault. So I'm thinking it's going to be sitting right behind there. I have no idea how. I don't know if we could get in there. Well, that's not good. All right, I'm thinking if we... this sucks. I'm going to try to turn the wheel. Pry back the wheel well. Let's try that. Okay, that might work. I gotta take these off. Okay, that's why we have the screwdriver. Let me just see. There's no way to get in there. Okay. Now these are mud flaps that I ordered from American Muscle. They're really cool. Found it. Yes, yes, yes. Yay, yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now before I put all this back together, I'm gonna get this thing clipped on first in case I drop it again. Nice going, Jimbo. Well, you'd think they'd put the hole on the side that you could actually get to. This is actually very hard. Why would they design it like this? Come on. All right, I think we're in. Yep, we are in. We're in. Good, nice. Now we can put this thing back together. Now that one goes there, that one goes up there. So we need one more in hither, like that. And then we have one to go in the bottom. Why does this happen to me? Why? Every time. Uh-oh. No, this one doesn't go to that one. Okay, big one does not go there. Okay, we're all snapped back together. We're gonna go ahead and do the other side. But first, I went ahead and grabbed the moving blanket and I'm gonna put this down right here in case I drop anything else. We don't have to take apart the wheel well again because that really sucks. We're gonna remove this fender bolt all the way. Now we will remove our hood nut and we will loosen the rear hood nut. Gonna put a bracket in. Put our nuts back on. Now, a very important thing to keep in mind here, guys, is that the hood does shift a little bit when you're doing this. So I'm lining it up with the paint lines here the best I can. We might have to do some minor adjustments, but I'm just gonna go off of that for now. And then once we're finished, we'll do the final alignment. All right, time for the piston again. This time be extra careful, Jimbo. Release the pin. Pull the pin out. Bottom one goes in. Very slowly slide our pin in the hole. Bring it around like that. Lock it into place and we're good to go. This one's having some trouble getting in there. I don't know why. I took the pin out. There we go. Just a little tight there. See, I dropped it. Good thing we had this blanket here. That won't go all the way through. Why isn't that going? Make sure your pin goes all the way through the second hole up here. I don't think this one's in right now that I think of it. I'm gonna go ahead and check the other ones, make sure those pins are in right. That one looks good. All right, so that's it. So let's see. Now, this is the most important step here, guys. Keep these tools out because we might need them again. I'll tell you why. When doing this, the hood may have fell out of alignment. So we're gonna take our bar out and our hood stays up, which is good. But now we have to see very slowly. You wanna close your hood and you wanna watch these body lines. Make sure you're not touching anywhere. Okay, so we're gonna rest it down like that. This looks all right over here. Okay. How's this side looking? Okay, nothing's touching. Good, good, good. Sure. That's it. Now we want to check our body lines. After you close the hood all the way down, you want to check your body lines and make sure they're nice and straight, evenly spaced out. This one looks okay. This one might need a minor adjustment. All right, so I'm going to try to do a minor adjustment on this because what I'm noticing is that the space back here is a little wider than up there. So I'm going to try to loosen those bolts and maybe try to slide it over a bit. I can't go too crazy. Okay, I think I've shifted it. Tighten them up again. Much better. That line is looking good right now. Actually, it's still a little off, so I'm going to adjust it a little bit more. Actually, I think I went too far. I did go too far. It's too tight. This is too wide. All right. so I gotta play around with it some more. All right, so hood struts are done. Honestly, it really wasn't that bad installing these. It was really simple. What did take some time, however, was realigning the hood after it got thrown off from loosening the bolts. But overall, it came out pretty nice. Cool, really happy. This is open. Now I can get rid of this thing, take that off. Now, the only thing I will say is when you're going to close this thing, so to open it, you kind of have to guide it up about halfway before it takes over and does the rest. Not the end of the world. And when you go to close this thing, before you just kind of dropped it and it closed kind of cool, but now you got to push it. So it's not a big deal. Just either push it down like that or throw it down. And it's nice. And the last thing I'm gonna do here is just kind of go over and detail the car. I left like way more fingerprints on her than I wanted to. So Scarlett's all cleaned up. So now, just like that. No bar in the way or anything like that, and we could go ahead and get rid of this rod. Something that really aggravated me, but I mean, it's just Ford cutting a corner, I think, and they shouldn't have done that, you know. Something very minor to pick out about the car, but still. I think I got these. They're like $60 or $80 off of American Muscle, and they're the brand is MMD. So overall, great product.